Scapegoat back with yet another 5 albums that really impressed us for over the year of 2017. Even though these albums are numbered, they're not ranked because it's music. If it's good, it's good. It doesn't have to be in competition with each other. These are a collection of 5 standout albums of 2017 that we think deserve a listen if you already haven't. Binge is an uncompromising, chunky effort from the lead stoner sludge doom group Bongcauldron. Blending these 3 genres together elegantly, yet with enough power, groove and roughness to keep it fixated, it's one of those albums for all chunky music fans should give a spin. After 3 years of waiting since their EP launch in 2014, it was well worth the wait, as the band have been going from strength to strength with crushing live performances and their last few EPs and albums. Keeping on this path, Binge is an absolutely savage album and is the logical progression after the last album. These are ones to keep an eye on. Collaborating with industry heavyweights like Chris Fielding from Conan fame, I can assure you this is one unholy noise. Time to catch them on tour and have the life crushed out of you. Four-piece stoner rockers Red Scalp are back with a cataclysmic release. Poland at present have no shortage of stellar bands, but Red Scalp have really upped their game with Lost Ghost. With tar-thick, groovy riffs slammed against heavy, fuzzed-out backdrop, these are the types of grooves and tones that envelop you into a trance-like state and leave you with a warm, spaced-out, glowing feeling. There's a definite Sabbath and Electric Lizard influence, but the underlying theme running throughout their music is Native American history. Formed in 2012, Red Scalp have tried to encapsulate the spirit and sounds of tribal culture into their music, sourcing authentic samples of chants and traditional song and blending them over blistering psychedelic riffs. This is a rather unique and refreshing sound to the genre. From the 2014 EP release to their full length in 2016, these guys are carving out a refreshing sonic groove. This was my go-to album because of how interesting and sonically full it sounded. It's easy to get to grips with, so I'd give it a listen. This is the 4th album from Massachusetts psychedelic groove metalers Elder. Reflections of a Floating World undoubtedly proves that these are masters of a dying art, which is a composition and creation of epic scale masterpieces. The jumbo-sized track length, lofty lyrics, psychedelic yes inspired artwork. This just makes it all a must for anyone that's a fan of the 70s. The key to their appeal is skillfully cherry-picking, crushing licks from around 5 decades worth of riffy music, using not just tectonic doom thickness, but also adding their own geeky proto-math rock and obscure prog to add a nice melodic finish to make it a touch more digestible. With an expert sense of pacing, guitarist Nick DeSalvo, soulful vocal hooks improbably make the album's epic track length easier to digest, catchy at times, adding yet another layer of technical precision that this band has. These guys have been going for over a decade now, and with each release becoming bigger and better and more elaborate. For sheer grandeur, Elder has few rivals. So get comfy, put your feet up, and get transported to another world. Caustic is a logical follow-up to 2013's heavy, hate-fueled doom sludge debut, Score, a record that suddenly appeared and got in the faces of everybody. Immediately fans were polarized by Primitive Man. Caustic is unrelenting, and where some bands bring a knife to a sludge fight, Primitive Man bring a clusterfuck noise bomb. People that have been paying attention to Ether McCarthy would have an idea of what was to come, but this is absolute insanity. Caustic solidifies and continues the legacy that Scorn began. Despite the constant spew of splits and singles over the last few years, Primitive Man remains solid, loud, pissed and slow. This mighty beast is gaining momentum, you should be scared. Monolord as a name suits these guys perfectly, as they behold only to one lord, and that is the Lord of Riffs. When Gothenburg Trio hit the scene back in 2013, they came out swinging with massive fuzzy variations of Sabbath worship. Monolord aren't reinventing the wheel, but these guys make well-crafted, tasty songs that will satisfy even the most picky of the sludgy doom and stoner fans of us all. Now, with this being their third album of 4 years, the band are looking to keep up the momentum that they've already got going. Rust is an album of balance in my opinion. Solid driving rhythm and fuzz-soaked riffs boiling over in some epically vast masterpieces pushing 15 minutes, while other songs are far more to the point with a lot more swagger and grunt. These guys have a palpable chemistry which churns out honest grooves and sleazy riffs. For fans of swagger and soul, this is the guy for you. Cheers again for watching, guys, and that wraps up number 2. We don't normally do opinion videos, but these have been going rather well, so hopefully we should get some momentum behind it. Please do the usual of liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, all the usual good stuff. Any help sharing the word would be much appreciated. Cheers.